Access Sacramento presents Hometown Sports Game of the Week. Major underwriting support this season for Hometown Sports Game of the Week on Access Sacramento is provided by the Sacramento Metropolitan Cable Television Commission. Access Sacramento also thanks Sharif Jewelers, fine jewelers since 1932. Sharif Jewelers, a longtime sponsor of community television. And Folsom Lake Honda, a proud sponsor of Access Sacramento's Hometown TV and Game of the Week, and a partner in our community, Folsom Lake Honda.
It's the last day of the regular season here for Sac Joaquin Section Basketball, and Access Sacramento has the nightcap of our doubleheader tonight. The Grant Pacers boys facing the visiting River City Raiders. Hello again, I'm Will James along with my partner Lauren Goodman, and as you can hear, we got some wild energy here in the Pacer Pavilion.
Well, you know the Pacers, they don't hold back when they want to celebrate their players, and they're putting on a show tonight for senior night.
Yes, they are. The band is rocking. The crowd is here. Now, these two teams faced each other not all that long ago. And, of course, Grant, with their high-powered offense, made a major statement.
Well, you see River City scores 21 in the first and 24 in the fourth. But Grant's torrid offense, man, they keep rolling the victory as they rolled over River City in that last meeting.
Well, let's take a look at the last outings for these two ball clubs. A little bit of a split here.
Well, River City was able to come back fairly far hard, leading that first half, but Mustangs come back in the third and play really big 24 to avenge River City, who beat them earlier in the city. But on the other side, you see the Pacers had an easy landslide, able to score 49 in the first half. Huge numbers by the Pacers offense, 89-67 over Laguna Creek.
Well, impact players must come up, particularly for the visitors of River City tonight.
Oh, yes, River City's going to be tested, but the relentless Raiders and Villanueva, Anderson, and Deems, coach is very excited about the group. Really young, but very talented. And on the other side, you see the Prancing Pacers led by the senior A.J. McGee. Last time we saw him play, he dropped a 30-piece on us, Will. And then Corey Yeager and John Schooley Tyson. I mean, the Pacers got some prancing to go, and they got some high flyers for sure.
Well, Coach Wilson certainly wants to add a 21st victory to the ledger tonight. We'll see if they're able to do it, so don't wander off. We've got it set up for you here for tonight's River City Grant Boys matchup. Stay with us.
These are cool. Did you, what did you?
Bye-bye.
Hi. Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help. You were probably gonna turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right.
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on him.
Selfie. Nailed it.
Staring contest. You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Welcome to the show. Nice to have you with us tonight for Access Sacramento's Hometown Sports Game of the Week. It's the nightcap of our doubleheader this evening. We're in Del Paso Heights at Grant High School, where the host Pacers will be taking on the visiting River City Raiders. On paper, it looks like it could be lopsided, but we've heard a lot about the ethic instilled by River City head coach Travis Okamoto and what he's trying to do with his program.
Yes, I say similar conversations that we had with Jamie King, really working and maturing young group, trying to get acclimated to the amazing Metro League in all of its thunder.
And of course, host coach Wilson looking for his 21st win. Now, keys to this game have been applied goody, and let's see what we're looking at.
Oh, well, it's really big. Keys for both teams going both ways is key number one. We're going to get a look at here as we see the Pacer band getting acclimated.
That's quite a drum line, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a pretty good drum line. And they've been rocking all night from the beginning of the girls' game. But we see the keys here. Focus on getting better. Both teams really working towards something. Obviously, the Pacers working towards the playoffs. River City working to being a better team, so it's got to be key. Coming in second for the key, make defense a priority. I think both teams need to work on getting stops. Obviously, the Pacers kind of giving up a lot of offense throughout the season, but they got to make a run as they want to go into the playoffs. And then the River City, if they want to make it a game, they got to make defense a priority and then compete. Has to be a competitive game. Can't be afraid to go at them. Got to play hard, relentless throughout the entire game. I think it'll be a success if either one of those teams can do at least one or two of those keys.
I agree with that. Perkins and a rousing rendition of our Star-Spangled Banner to get things kicked off here, backed up by that Grant drum line. Lots of energy in the building tonight.
Introduce members of the River City Raiders starting number
Alan Rowe with the starting lineups, beginning with
a senior in guard,
River City Raiders.
Antoine Anderson. A senior 6'3", number 5, Dejan Deans. A shooting guard, 5'11", senior, number 2, Darian Brooks. And number 24, Villanova. And the head coach for the Raiders, Head coach Mr. Akanoa. Correction, Mr. Villanueva. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the startups for your Grant Pacers. Starting at a forward position, 6'5", senior, number 30, Miles Haynes. Starting at a forward position, 6'4", senior, number 22, Trevor Hayes. Starting at a guard position, 6'4", senior, number 20, Devin Brown. Starting in the guard position, 6'2", senior, number 10, Latrell Hall. And starting in the point guard position, 6 foot senior, number 3, AJ McGee. Head coach for the Pacers, Leonard Wilson comes in with a record of 20-5, league record of 8-3. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's Metro League contest. Let's play basketball high school style.
Well, the rousing introductions from Alan Payne, and as we see Coach Wilson paying a little tribute to his seniors, not his customary starting 5. He's got seniors on the floor. Tonight's game will be monitored closely by referee Chris Gwinnett and umpire Greg Ellis, assigned by the NCOA. They have their hands full in this one.
Oh, it's going to be a big game with at least a lot of high flying and big plays. Hopefully we see the Showtime Pacers tonight make this game a little bit interesting.
There's your 5 on the floor for the visiting Raiders. A nice 5 out there for Travis Okamoto. And a very young ball club, one that will be around for a while. Grant going with the senior 5 on the floor, a couple of them customary starters. Miles Haynes tapping center. And Grant controls the opening tip, controlled by A.J. McGee on the point, wearing number 3. 3 customary starters on the floor. McGee, DeVell Brown, 20. And Miles. He rebounds and crams it home on a follow-up.
Easy.
Miles Haynes with the slam. Immediate backcourt pressure. Baseball ahead, break the press. Pull up Jay. Nice soaring rebound yanked down by Powell. DeVell Brown, a powerful forward. Nice outside shooting touch. We saw him show that off in the Cordova tournament. Haynes, short. Rebound pulled nicely by Deems, a football player being recruited by several schools. Jump shot, good. And that is Seth Villanueva.
Come in with no fear. It's important. I like the knockdown by Villanueva.
Give him 3 on the shot. It's a Raiders lead of 1. Break up near steal. McGee, though, grabs it. His pass is picked. Turnover Grant. And they steal it back, and McGee puts it home. Both clubs with a turnover. Outside, Jay pops out. McGee rebounds after the long miss, taken there by Brooks. Open daylight shooting. Down! Buried sweetly by Haley.
It's coming out. Senior night, so I wouldn't expect anything other than seeing big performances.
Break up and steal. Haynes. Bam! Pair of slams for Miles Haynes and a 9-3 Pacer lead. Sophomore guard Villanueva. Tap away. He's doubled but gets it off. Feed the post. Reams. A miss. Tip in. Good. Adams, correction. Anderson with the tip in. Nicely done, nice jumping. Brown loses the handle, they get it back. Loose ball picked up in the paint, and we got a whistle and a foul against the Raiders. It's against Grant. Extended pressure, 2-2-1 by the Pacers. Villanueva sends it ahead. Poor pass inside, deflected out. Here's Pryor on the point, working with Villanueva. Feed the post, nice ball movement. Bank shot, down! Banked home sweetly that time. Freddie Rodriguez.
That was a nice offensive execution. As you see Coach Okamoto on the other side talking to his assistant coach right now, and that was a really good play offensively to find on the low side to get the easy and one.
Well, Freddie Rodriguez, valuable player off the bench. He drops the free throw for a three-point play. He's a multi-sport standout, excelling in baseball. He's one of the top-ranked catchers in the area and the state.
Really big to play double sports. Got to play kudos to him for sure.
Brown's power shot pops out. Tough luck. Send it ahead. Pull up Jay. Back rim, no. On the miss out there. Taken by Anderson, but it's out of bounds to the Raiders. Pryor on the point, defended by the much taller Pacer post player, Haynes. Deep J on the way, a miss by Pryor. Rebound Haley, send it ahead. McGee, a layup, a screaming layup off the left side glass. 11-8, Grant by 3 at the other end. A bucket for the Raiders, knocked in nice. Terracero off the bench with the deuce. Into the post, layup, missed. Loose ball picked up, return hook, dropped nicely there by Powell. Nice tempo picking up, 13-10 Grant. Take it to the bucket, the runner missed, and a push from behind on McGee as he had the shove. Non-shooting. The push was against Terracero. First foul on McGee. Non-shooting. Anderson sends it over to Villanueva. Pryor feed inside, swatted out of there by Haynes on the inside shot taken there by Terracero.
The way that Haynes have his back right there on that last play, really having good positioning to get that block.
They call him for the foul. 4 fouls on Grant, none on the Raiders, but a misfire at the line there by Freddie Rodriguez. 72% free thrower. Missed them both. Rebound, Brown. McGee on Pryor. Jump shot, money. A.J. McGee, 6 in the first, a 15-10 Grant lead.
And it's living up to the hype so far, Will. I like how both teams are playing, very disciplined right now.
Runner missed. Anderson, nice jumping, but he misses the follow. It's tipped out long. Grab there, taken by the Raiders in the person of Terracero, and they reload.
Anderson got to make that tip on that last one. That was too easy for him to miss that one, but I like the pursuit on the offensive rebound to go get the basketball and try to at least contest. One thing Grant doesn't do well is box out. So they'll get plenty of opportunities to get to the rim.
Careless reach foul on Haynes. That's number 2 on the big guy. And number 5 on the Pacers. 15-10 Grant. 2:20 left in the first. Interesting first period so far. Anderson sends it back out. Jay on the way. Short and a miss. Taken out there by Rodriguez. Stop and pop. Haynes powers up and has the bucket and one.
Too easy for the big fella.
Foul called on Tercero. First foul of the ball game against the Raiders. And it increases the Grant lead to 17-10 with a free throw coming. Time-consuming substitution there. Wyatt off the River City bench. He wears 25. Free throw no good. Wyatt taps it, but it's controlled and put back by Haley.
Haley's being a spark. 5 points in his first half and playing extremely good defense. As he picks the foul up there, just a little extra bump, but I mean, man, we're seeing something out of this senior crew for the Pacers.
I agree. Fouls on Haley. 16th foul on Grant. This could be a way for the Raiders to climb back in if they can get to the foul line. Nice zigzag move there. 2 and 1. A miss, but a foul against Grant, and that makes 7.
That was a nice take. Strong and aggressive to the basket. Try to get some contact. I mean, the fouls are 7 and 1 right now. It's all River City wide open to get to the rim and create their own shots.
Another miss by Freddie.
Like, but they can't miss free throws like that. And you see Rodriguez really going and contesting up there. Powell just swipes across the body, and that's how we ended up here at the free throw line.
1 out of 4 for a 72% free thrower. 19-11. McGee knifes inside, whistle and a foul.
Ooh. He was well behind that one. I don't know how he saw it on that side. As you see right now, Okamoto looking on hands on hips. You know what that means, Will.
Yes, I do. McGee drains a 3 right in front of the Raider bench. He's having a whale of a first quarter.
He's having a big night as a senior. I wouldn't expect anything else. I called, we got a side bet right now that he's going to score 30 points tonight. I think he has every intentions to having a big game, and it looks like he's on track to do just that.
Well, the other Villanueva on the floor, but McGee roars past him and misses in close. Here's Haynes, stripped and fouled. Foul starting to pile up. Tercero picking up his second, 3rd team foul.
It was a little late in that call there.
Miles Haynes at the stripe where he's a 62% free thrower. Bend the knees and rock a free throw, back rim. Missed them both, tapped away, and they're going to give the basketball to the Raiders. Last touch by Haley. Extended Pacer pressure. Villanueva, the deep lob. And they get it into Tercero. Baseball ahead, broken up by Haynes, but the Raiders hold on to it. Another double team, loose ball. Shaky pass knocked out by the Pacers.
And they got a break right there. Keeping the basketball. I know at any given moment right now, If River City's not able to take care of the basketball, it's going to be Highlight City.
They get it in, but the shot is rejected, taken in close there by Wyatt. Too tall were the Pacers. Haynes to McGee. 40 seconds to go in the quarter. Turnover Grant.
Too much sauce on that one. It's too much sauce on that one for me.
Push it ahead, break the press.
Foul all day.
Brown fouls the hard-charging Terracero. 2 on Brown, 2 on Haynes. 8 on the Pacers.
Pacers just fouling unnecessarily again. Talked about getting better. They're a playoff team in contingency, very high in D2 right now. As he's able to make the first, and you see how we're here right now, just attacking the basket strong, unnecessary swipe on the arm at the top.
Terracero drops the first one and cannot duplicate, but it comes back to him. A kick out. And they reset with 25 seconds to go in the quarter. Who wants it? Traffic jam. Forced jump shot, misses. Rebound, nicely pulled. McGee ahead. And Haynes the layup. Haley, I should say.
Nice focus and concentration by Haley. Normally a bench player, but coming in strong with his 7 points.
And there's a buzzer ending the first after shots missed there by Wyatt. And Villanueva Pacers up a dozen. Will be back for second quarter action.
Bye-bye. Hi. Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help. You were probably gonna turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right.
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on him.
Well, a hot first quarter for the high-flying Grant Pacers. They put 24 on the board and doubled up on River City. And a new cast on the floor for Grant.
And you're seeing their underclassmen core with a couple juniors.
Tap away. Good hands there by Rashad Brown, also on the floor. We've got John Schooley Tyson, customarily a starter. And, of course, Jason Matthews at the point. Swarming Grant defense. Terracero trapped, feed the post, and here's a kick-out jumper. Matthews snaps it ahead. Schooley Tyson leaps inside, a couple of crow hops, and a layup.
Super explosive, been such an impact since he came back. And really helping the Pacers be great.
Whistle and a foul committed by Grant's Jordan Bobo, his first. And it sends Wyatt to the stripe for the Raiders. He'll have a pair of free throws coming. Raiders need them both, and he drops the first. Substitution. River City. Deems back in at the post, a starting player for the Raiders. Wyatt misses the second. Schooley Tyson boards it. On the run layup, cashed in beautifully. I believe, is that Yerger wearing a different number?
Yerger is wearing a different number.
A missed dunk and a follow-up is good. Deems is very solidly built, as you see there.
Very solidly built, top to bottom.
Yerger's pass broken up, but it comes directly outside. 3-ball missed. Wraparound dribble, 2-on-3. Raiders spreading it out. Villanueva misses short. Bobo the rebound. Stop and go. A runner sweetly dropped. I'll tell you, Schoolie Tyson's got a smooth game.
Really nice. You can't not like this kid. When you watch him play one time, he plays just so smooth and crisp and really keened in to how he's going to play as a role player, and it's just been a spark for the Pacers.
Time out, River City. Tactically called by Travis Okamoto. It comes early here in the second at the 6:11 mark with Grant sitting atop. A 15-point lead. It's just a 30-second timeout. Nine fouls on Grant. I guess the only drawback so far in the opening 10 minutes. Back to action. Anderson inbounds to Pryor. Into the ball game at a guard. Bracey, number 14 for the Raiders, trying to free up in the corner. Anderson J around and out. Rebounding foul. Bobo had that one sealed off.
Yeah, that was an easy call. Good
Deems.
Positioning on the other side to seal and get that foul going the other way.
So Freddie Rodriguez sits down for the Raiders. Matthews, Bobo gets a return pass, draws a foul and misses. Nice little flip there by Yerger to Bobo. Anderson called for the foul, his first, but it places Jordan Bobo at the stripe for Grant. And he drops the first. Just a freshman, you can see he's got good size and reach, probably in the neighborhood of 6'6".
Yeah.
And the second pops out. Anderson boards it.
They definitely see Bobo as being a part of the future here at the Pacers. Then that was an easy travel call, drag the foot. I don't know what the Paul stare was for, but easy call. But on the other side, Jordan Bobo is really matured and developed throughout the season. You know, a lot of people want to see immaculate growth, but he's been making forward progress, which is significant. And I think he's going to be a part of this young core. As you see right here, all these players right now on the floor will be returning next year for the Pacers.
Bobo drives, draws a foul. Anderson was there. We'll see who the call is on. It is Anderson, his second in about the last minute.
And I already like how they have him positioned right now. They don't have him with his back to the basket or on the short corner. He's really on the outside catching. He likes to attack off the dribble, and he looks really, really better and more comfortable in that position. Good call by Wilson in making the adjustment and getting some productivity and effectiveness out of the young freshman.
Well said. 1 out of 2 a short time ago. Lane violation. So he'll have another. I guess the violator was Brooks. And he misses again. Break the press. Yerger has the poke away. This game has stagnated in the last minute or so. Baseline drive, reverse layup, down! Beautifully scored by Jaden Bracey.
That was a good, strong play. Nice, strong drive, and then you see them immediately come out in the 2-2-1 press, but Yerger on the flash and drive, too easy.
Nice return pass. Deems a bullet. A little too much velocity there, buddy.
It's a little bit too much football on that one.
Well, he plans to play at American River College, and as you know, they've built a real powerhouse there. Matthews draws a foul, and they're starting to pile up. Deems called for that one. Free throw, no, missed by Matthews. Missed them both.
Ooh.
71% free throw shooter. Wow, a block from the backside by Schooley Tyson. And the lob mishandled. It's a turnover.
Too much fundamentals on the first play, not enough discipline on the second play.
Pryor on top, looking over Pacer defense. A bobble at the foul line. Travel and a turnover. Brooks unable to hold on to it. Substitutions. Schooley Tyson sits down. McGee into the ball game. Will share the court with Miles Haynes, Yerger, DeVell Brown. Schooley Tyson. Here he comes. A missed dunk by Schooley Tyson after a good baseline drive. He can't believe it himself.
And they called a technical on Schooley for holding on to the rim.
That's exactly right, Goody. So it's a T that is charged to the Grant Leaper. And at the stripe, Villanueva knocks it in. Got them both.
Nice knockdown, and now they're going to get the possession back. Unfortunate situation. I don't think he was doing it intentionally. But Coach Wilson understands he's going to have a couple of plays like that with Schooley Tyson. He's super extremely athletic. I mean, that was a one dribble rip to a dunk before he got that technical.
Pryor, Anderson, air ball short. Return missed, but nice effort there by Hustlin Bracey. Jump shot missed. Villanueva had a good look.
Just short, not enough legs on that last jump shot.
McGee to Yerger at the 3:20 mark. Second period slipping away. A push in front of everybody in the world by Yerger, no call.
Extremely strong push off. No call.
Oh, that's off Yerger, but it goes to Brown. Blocked. It's going to be a foul, though, probably on Tercero. It is. I've got 3 on him. So DeVell Brown to the stripe. strong player in all regards, looking for his first point and cannot connect. Boy, when we saw him unload that 27 against Burbank in the Cordova tournament and had 4 or 5 threes to go with it, that was impressive. Missed them both.
He played huge in that game prior, and that just showed you a piece of what he can do.
Layup pops out. Haynes sticks it back in. 36-19. Grant. Villanueva defended there by Schooley. Under 3 minutes to go in the half. An offside screen. Going to be called against Bracy. Jaden Bracy picks up the foul. A little blindside there. 10 fouls on Grant, 9 on River City. Break up and steal. Terracero. Boom!
Nice strong play. I like it. Go dunk the basketball, young fella.
Yeah, he wanted that one. Brown, a poor pass out of bounds. Grant turnover. Substitution into the ball game. Wyatt wearing 25. Terracero's going to sit down with his 3 fouls and nasty slam. 15-point Grant cushion. Pryor snaps it inside. Wyatt kicks it back to him. Anderson with the cut and the baseline layup. Beautifully done.
They've been able to pick them apart the last couple of possessions. Seeing some success on the offensive execution.
Corey Yerger, Grant's leading scorer at about 21 a game. Jump shot drained beautifully with a 3-ball. Now he's come off the bench tonight for 7. Pryor working against the taller Haynes. 1:40 to go, late second. Down the slot, Villanueva, layup missed, follow-up missed. Nice hustle, Bracy saves it. Pryor, a miss. 3 tries and out, but they gather again. Follow-up, missed!
Oh, man. And you can see how River City's right there on the cusp, just missing bunnies.
Break up on the alley-oop, but a stick in by Haynes. Up the floor, Bracy wide open.
And Haynes is hurt. I don't know what happened. He was so strong on that last rebound, but brought him to his knees on the last play. I don't know if he caught a cramp or, slipped. This is one of the slippiest gyms. And I'm talking about, okay, this is to the people who've ever played here in a game, who's ever gotten the opportunity to play open gym here, which they keep this gym open 24/7 throughout the year. This is one of the slipperiest floors in Sacramento by far. This is a very hard court to play on. I didn't see anything slip or get wet on that spot, but when you talk about getting some traction and trying to have some grip, this might be one of the hardest gyms to play in for sure.
Bracy the steal, missed the layup. Second try Pryor. Wild shot off the board, out of bounds to Grant. Good hustle.
And you're seeing some peaks right now by River City. They're playing extremely hard and not just being able to capitalize off those last little buckets.
Less than a minute now, 45 seconds to go in the half. Grant on top, 41-23. Another super output here in the half. Got a whistle.
You saw Coach A.J. McGee on that last one just talking to Bobo about catching the basketball, and that's just senior leadership, talking to his freshmen, making sure that he has a heads-up awareness of where the basketball is at all times, especially when you have such a great passer like A.J. McGee at the point.
Foul was on Bracy, his second. McGee, a 70% free thrower, drops them both. 43-23. 30 seconds to go in the half. Here's Pryor now working on McGee. Feed low. Anderson has it blocked by Brown.
Pryor is facilitating right now. Don't let the score fool you. He's dropping some dimes out there to River City, just not able to complete.
Bracy the steal with Bobo after him. Double dribble and a turnover.
Bracy's been able to put a couple steals together here. He just hasn't been able to capitalize off of them, and that's just having effective moves after the steal.
Quick hands and quick feet. McGee pulls up on him. And there is a buzzer ending the first half of action here, with Grant High racing out to a 43-23 lead, scoring on all kinds of plays and having quite a size advantage. Well, momentarily, Lauren Goodman will be speaking with Grant head coach Nard Wilson, his team on top by 20. And we'll see what he has to say about his ball club's first half performance, which besides the foul trouble was probably the only detraction. Well, let's send it on down to floor level and Lauren Goodman.
Well, I'm here with Coach Wilson. Coach, you guys came out extremely strong offensively. What got the spark going?
Well, I think the seniors, it's a special night for them. It's technically their last home game. For most of them, they've been in the program for 4 years, so it's just really special, for those guys to get out there and just show, especially the ones that don't play a whole lot or not starters. It gives them time to really showcase that we practice every day, we go hard every day. So I think that had a lot to do with it.
Coach, now you guys came out, big lead. How do you keep your team focused? We know you guys are having a longer goal, bigger goal, playoff run. What do you feel like you guys need to tighten up to be sharp for the rest of this game?
Well, we can't make free throws, so that's always something we can concentrate on and we can talk about. And other than that, it's just even though we're here to have fun, this is what we work for every day, so just keep playing hard. If they play hard, I always tell them wins and losses, that stuff takes care of itself. But if you go hard, we walk away from here, everybody's happy.
Awesome, Coach. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you so much. Good to see you.
Will.
Thanks, Goody. Yes, quite a first half for Grant. 43 is quite a total. Well, don't wander off. Lots more to come here on Access Sacramento's Hometown Sports Game of the Week. Stay with us.
These are cool. Did you,
Bye-bye. Hi. Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help. You were probably gonna turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right?
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on him.
Selfie. Nailed it.
Staring contest. You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Here's something we bet you didn't know. Nearly half of all cancers can be prevented. That's right, half. Nearly 50%, mostly by making small everyday changes in your diet and controlling your weight, walking more, eating less, and eating foods that help you and your family to seriously reduce the risk of cancer. And of course, by not smoking. Visit the Cancer Prevention Together We Can website and get a free 30-day planner filled with tips, recipes, stats, and more about protecting your family. Go to prevent50.org.
We are at the intermission. here at Grant High School for the nightcap of Access Sacramento's hometown sports doubleheader tonight. In the opener, the Grant girls rolled over the River City Raiders girls ball club by a score of 74-42. This ball game kind of starting out with about the same proportion.
Yeah, it did. I saw River City have some glimpses and some moments, but like Coach Wilson talked about in the first half, it was all senior night, and you could tell the emotion is running high towards the Pacer side, and hasn't really slowed down yet. Can't wait to talk to Coach Okamoto so I can see how he's feeling about his team in the first half, but for the most part, it's been all Pacers, a continuance of what we saw in the first game.
Well, Dave Larson crunched up the numbers for us. Let's take a look and see how the first half stats broke down. 65% is pretty solid shooting, I'd say.
Oh, yeah, and a lot of that's coming because they've gotten twos. A lot of twos and a lot of layups going on in that first half. But
well, we know what Coach Wilson meant about the free throwing.
Free throwing has been horrible, something that the Pacers have struggled with historically, maybe for the last 10 years. They're struggling with shooting free throws consistently well, and especially in the big moments down the stretch. And I think another amazing thing right now is they have under 10 turnovers, which is something that they need to really focus on, taking care of the basketball. They've had some moments where they've had a lot of turnovers in the early part of the season, but you can tell right now that they're trying to take care of the basketball a little bit more than they have in prior time.
And the other detraction, I mean, they raced out with 9 team fouls in about a split second.
Now that's another thing I was going to say, something that hurts them really well. That's been something kind of like the Achilles heel to the Pacers is their fouls, just committing too many fouls unnecessarily and kind of dug them in a hole. And again, it's all about when you play better teams of equal or greater value, where you need those type of things where free throws and turnovers and stuff like that really matter, and that's where they need to focus in and lock in on.
Well, the Metro League, powerful to say the least. Unlike during the football season, the standings will reflect the type of power.
Well, you see right here in the Metro, Burbank Holden got the standoff right now between Grant, 20-7, 20-5. Obviously, both played very difficult seasons. Preseason's alluding to that, but you see Burbank has the hold because they beat the Pacers 2 times in a row, and also the Pacers lost to Monterey Trail, who's right there in that 3rd spot. Kennedy unable to get over the hump, 5-7, and in the bottom of the barrel right now, Laguna and River City.
We're at the half here at Grant High School in the nightcap of our twin bill. This is the boys' game, and the Pacers presently with the 20-point cushion on top of the River City Raiders. And it's senior night here. Besides being Valentine's Day, the seniors for both girls and boys being heavily celebrated, along with the rousing crowd and this Grant drum line, which is quite an advantage for the hosts. Well, let's turn our attention down to floor level. Lauren Goodman standing by with River City head coach Travis Okamoto. Lauren?
Well, I'm here with the leader of River City, Coach. Had a talk with your team at halftime. What happened in that talk?
You know, we just talked about transition, putting a body on somebody when the shot goes up. Just right now, we don't have any guts. We're not blocking guys out. We're not putting bodies on people. So, you know, I told the guys we're going to sub based on aggressiveness. You know, when the shot goes up, are we finding somebody to block out, or are we just standing there? First couple possessions, we just got beat. I mean, I think in the first half, they had about 8 offensive boards, and they scored on more than half of them. So that really killed us.
Now, Coach, they fouled you guys a lot. You guys had an opportunity to get to the free throw line. How do you kind of capitalize on some of their mistakes that they're making?
Yeah, you know, just trying to stay aggressive. You know, I mean, we couldn't capitalize on some free throws, you know, but we're going to keep going at them as hard as we can. Yeah.
Thanks, Coach, for a little bit of time. Good luck in the second half. Will.
Thanks, Goody. We're at the intermission. Grant High leading River City up 20. We're going to come back after this short break for third quarter action. Stay with us.
They'll test you. Try to break your will. But however loud the loudness gets, however many cheese puffs may fly, you're the driver, the one in control. Stand firm. Just wait. And move only when you hear the click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
Here's something we bet you didn't know. Nearly half of all cancers can be prevented. That's right, half. Nearly 50%, mostly by making small everyday changes in your diet and controlling your weight, walking more, eating less, and eating foods that help you and your family to seriously reduce the risk of cancer. And of course, by not smoking. Visit the Cancer Prevention Together We Can website and get a free 30-day planner filled with tips, recipes, stats, and more about protecting your family. Go to prevent50.org.
Nice to have you with us this evening here for Access Sacramento's Hometown Sports Game of the Week. It's the nightcap of our twin bill. And the hosts are basically duplicating what the girls established in the opener. Grant opening the second half with a 20-point lead. Pacers will have first possession to open the third.
Ooh.
That was basket interference, but they're going to credit that.
I was like, there was a lot of touching on that last attempt before they called the make, but
I heard one of these fans say that the referees have no pupils in their eyes. Could that be true?
I can understand a little fatigue in a couple eyes, especially if that's your lazy eye. 2 games is very difficult to do, back-to-back, 2-man crew. It's a lot of work. Obviously, we have a shortage this year in officials, and just big kudos to the officials that have been able to stick it out. We have a still strong crew, but again, it's a tough job being an official.
So the Raiders up the floor here, down by 22 prior to Villanueva. Heavy pressure in the backcourt applied by McGee. Villanueva turned the corner and lay it home.
Nice little fake, just a little fake, not a lot, to get himself open right there. But it started with aggressiveness to the basket.
A miss by McGee, soaring rebound by Anderson.
Anderson's been doing a really good job, very quiet, but does a really good job in cutting to the basket and securing rebounds.
Pryor down.
I like to see Pryor take that shot. I mean, hadn't taken any his first bucket of the night, but he's been so solid as a point guard, just a sophomore. Not a lot of turnovers, playing really headstrong, and then now he's looking to the basket. That's really good.
Tap away and a steal. Turnover Grant. Push it. Pryor to the trailer. Deems, who carries a travel and a turnover. Tough luck.
Didn't really have possession of the basketball, trying to make something happen there, and you see not successful and to a turnover.
Okay, transition. Pryor angles through traffic. Villanueva short.
Needs a little bit more oomph on the basketball as far as rotation-wise. Get a little bit more spin on the basketball, give it a chance to go in. His shot looks really nice. Good rebound.
Follow-up shot missed by Haley. Send it ahead. Pryor. Runner slapped out of there and grabbed by Haynes.
Haynes playing explosive tonight. Senior night that is, and he knows it's his time to shine.
And he just shined right there, but misses an off-balance fall away after a nice rebound.
And they went through a couple no calls. Pryor with a nice little bounce pass dime. Cross court. I mean, this young kid right here can extremely pass. Good court vision.
Whistle away from the ball.
And he gets in a tangle up right there.
Brooks is trying to figure out how he got called for the foul.
And that was a little mind manipulation there. McGee got him to start fighting. And that's something that he does really well. Old Michael Jordan, you know, I'm going to tug on your jersey, tug on your shorts, kind of get you frustrated, and at the right time, you'll see the offense or the officials see your way. And he's lucky that three didn't fall in because McGee would have probably been ecstatic.
What a save. Who wants it? There's Pryor. Oh, tough luck as he led Deems a little too far. But the last few times down the floor, McGee has been trigger happy.
Oh, yeah. We know what A.J. McGee can do by far. And Coach Wilson, you talked about the senior night. He's kind of letting these guys play more. He's going to let McGee have a breakout night if he needs to. And that's just kind of how the Pacers roll.
Pass tipped away, but here's Haynes with the layup. For a power player, he's got a fair share of finesse.
Sweet around the basket.
Villanueva trying to turn the corner there on Powell. Applying heavy D. There's the skip. Anderson, yes.
Nice find. Good patience by Anderson to complete the finish, even with the contact right there.
Underhand flip, missed. Rebounding foul. Boy, McGee's brought quite an appetite here to open the third, but he'll go to the stripe. Foul on Deems, and he's a physical presence to be sure. So AJ to the stripe. He had 11 points in the first half. Has added a field goal since then. And here's a look at that last sequence.
Oh yeah, no four in there. There's some discrepancy right now on who the foul was called on. They called it on number 4, Anderson, and that would be his third. So some discussion happening, but no change in the play. And
48-30, 1 out of 2 for McGee. In the corner, slapped away, but recovered. Terracero called for a travel. Turnover, River City. Midway third, Corey Yerger checking in along with Jonathan Schooley for the Pacers. Replacing Powell and Haley.
Now this is more of their traditional starting lineup.
Pretty nice 5 right there.
Absolutely.
Brown pulls up and fires. A miss. Villanueva boards it. Corner, Powell, or Pryor, I should say. Swarming Pacer defense. They're doubling at most opportunities.
And it's their length and their physicality that's really causing some difficulty right now.
A miss, but Anderson gathers and draws a foul on Schooley.
Good delayed look right there. The little hang time pause gave him some extra time, and River City wants to talk things over right now.
It comes at the 3:23 mark of the third with a 48-30 Pacer lead. It's easy to see that Coach Okamoto's squad, a youthful group, has a lot to look forward to.
They're very good. I'm like them. Pryor right now at the point. A lot of young talent around everybody else. You can see that they're growing and maturing into something, and I really like it. I don't know why. They seem like they have a spark. They're well coached by Coach Travis Okamoto, once at Sac State and once at Delta. So he has an extremely significant coaching resume, and seems like the guy. Coach King and I got to talk about him a lot because Coach King is the AD there at River City, and he really trusts Coach Okamoto and thinks that he's doing a good job with the guys. I mean, I got to talk to Coach a little bit prior to this game, and he really talked about this group he has is so extremely good. He could really continue to coach them all year. If they had more games and more opportunities to keep this group together, he would for sure. Just talked about their character and how they are outstanding young men, not only on the basketball court but off of it as well.
So Anderson to the stripe. You know, that drum line is excellent. I just can't quite hear him that good, though. Maybe they could bump it up some. No good on number 1. On the season, Anderson averaging 13 points and 8 rebounds. Salvage is number 2, 48-31. McGee, a miss on the underhand flip. Who wants it? McGee wants it. How about that?
That's nice hustle.
Matthews to McGee, yes indeed. Oh my word. Well, Freddie Rodriguez victimized there by some superior acting. And A.J. McGee back to the stripe. Strong on number 1.
Free throws.
Yes, that has come up a few times this evening.
Free throws.
Say it again.
Free throws.
That's right. Number 2. Well, put a lid on it.
Lord.
And here comes the third of 3.
No love from the free throw line today. You can see the disgust in McGee's face.
Is he going to go for the turkey tonight? Nah.
Got a little gravy on the last one.
Okay. 1 out of 3. 49-31. Bracy through traffic. Rodriguez to Anderson, short. Terracero, nice board. And they reload. Corner J on the way, yes indeed, Freddie Rodriguez. Schooley, a bad pass, picked off. Okay, Yerger with a cram.
That was almost automatic. I knew it wasn't going to be an extra pass on that one.
Too much dribbling, heavy traffic, and a foul call on a Yerger reach.
Got to be disciplined right there. No need to reach on that one. He was about to have the ball anyway. But here we go on the other side. Yerger, still too much daylight. Too much. Give me that. All of it.
Give me that, all of it, she says. That's the way it's done. Third quarter, slipping away here at Grant High. Haynes out, Bobo in for the Pacers. Near side inbound from midcourt, a lob from Villanueva. Bracy to the foul line, Terracero air ball. Yerger working against Bracy, little shove off there to keep some separation.
Just a little bit, needs some space in there. Big body.
Physicality, uh-oh. Now those are some size advantage examples there all the way around the horn. Oh, yes. Nice dump off by Yerger and the easy finish from Brown.
Great players find open players, and that was a good finish by Brown.
Bracy to Villanueva. Kick out, corner Jay Anderson, air ball long. Yerger, baseball up the floor, who wants it? Yes. Beautifully done, laid home by Brown.
And Brown has put some points on the board this season in double figures and comes off the bench really, really well. Explosive young talent for the Grand Pacers.
Tough luck on the Anderson drive and hook.
And this one thing I love about Matthews at the point, it's too easy. But
Yerger with the finish.
Matthews finds that.
So Bracy stuck with the foul. And a free throw coming for Corey Yerger. 11 in the game. Make it a dozen. Attack. Can't finish. Follow-up missed by Villanueva after the first miss by Wyatt.
Oh. And there's that slippery floor I was talking about earlier.
I was about to say, a contested layup missed by Schooley. Transition, Wyatt blocked. Fight for the basketball. Anderson comes up with it, and the follow missed. Tip in missed. Saved. And that one was on the button.
I'm not even going to make a comment about the significance of the pain right now that he's probably feeling.
Bobo can definitely be the visual explanation there. So here we go. 8 seconds to go. Did they lose track of the clock? 6, 5, 4. Wyatt, loose ball, blocked. And
Good block
there's a
by
buzzer
Bobo.
ending the third. Furious action, but still a huge Grant lead. 58-34 over River City. Fourth quarter dead ahead. We'll be right back.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate. It's worn like a badge of honor with good reason, because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. Because love has no labels.
Nice to have you along for the ride this evening. Access Sacramento's hometown sports game of the week tonight, originating from Del Paso Heights at Grant High School. And here in the nightcap of our girls-boys doubleheader, just about the same outcome as we had in our opener with a big-time girls victory. Right now, the boys on top, 58-34. The action has been furious, however.
Yeah, it has. There's been some really good plays and big moments in the game. Do not discredit River City. They're playing hard and really just not able to complete some of those plays. But they're winning. They're definitely rebounding aggressively, shooting the ball really well. And Pryor, again, another good find. His court vision is unreal.
Pryor to Wyatt for the bucket. Beautifully done. Inside, tip in, good. Yerger credited with the bucket. Back the other way, Villanueva fakes two off their feet, but can't score. However, Anderson tracks it down.
Ooh. Pryor is something vicious, man. His court vision is just the best I've seen all year. And there's some pretty good guards. There's another sophomore guard that I'm ecstatic about. They plays for Kennedy. But this kid right here is very poised and disciplined as he's able to rip A.J. McGee right there.
Now he is smooth as silk. Whistle and a foul in heavy traffic. Villanueva right there looking like he thought there was about 6 or 7 Pacers out there.
Villanueva with the easy 2.
Back on the board. He's got 9 in the ball game. Brown attacks, and Yerger puts it where it belongs. Villanueva from deep range gunning.
Villanueva still playing strong, never say die attitude.
Straight away, DeVell Brown. Oh, yes.
And they gave Brown a long 2 on that one.
A toe on the line. Meantime, back on the other end, a long miss taken there by Freddie Rodriguez. McGee setting it up. Wide open corner jumper. A.J. McGee. 3-ball corner pocket.
Too easy for somebody like him.
Villanueva down. He matches it right back.
We're going to see a fourth quarter showdown.
67-44.
There's always a game within. Oh, yeah, carry all day long. There's always a game within the game, and we might be seeing that right now between Villanueva and McGee.
Wyatt out, Deems in for River City at the 5:40 mark. Pryor. Break up and steal. Here comes Brown behind McGee, who gathers and lays it home. Pryor knocked down, and they're going to clip Haynes for the foul. Non-shooting. The Raiders will inbound near side. 3 fouls on Haynes. Pryor, belt high, walking dribble into the front court. Deep J, Pryor, short. Nice jumping Anderson. Put back blocked. Deems misses, but draws a foul. Nice offensive rebounding by those two. Josh Tignor into the game for Grant. He wears number 15. Coach Wilson sending in more subs momentarily as Deems misses. Nice jumping right there on the arms, both of them. Haynes out. McGee out. Schooley out. Number 2, got it. (69-45). Yerger on Pryor. Pull-up jumper. Pow!
Yerger has just been all offense.
Oh, you noticed that.
All offense since the second.
Nice ball fake right there, and the bank missed at close range. Tignor probably going to get called for a foul here as he got hung up with Freddie Rodriguez. It is. Pryor tied up by McGee. Possession arrow to Grant. Call it a turnover. Up the floor, Matthews, stop and go on Villanueva, and he draws a foul. So Seth Villanueva, playing a good ball game tonight, picks up the foul. Matthews, the free throw, got it.
I haven't really seen a lot of them, but this is another one of those solid sophomore guards that I really, really like. Matthews is definitely going to develop. If you know, if you've been not under a rock and you've been knowing about Grant, they've had a couple point guards come through here in the last stint. And I think Matthews is going to be another big part of that and how they work. And they're going to have a different tandem next year for sure with Matthews and Yerger, but they won't lose their punch at all.
Deems powers up on Tignor, kicks out to Anderson. Deems powering inside, hits a fadeaway and draws a foul.
Count it for the big fella.
Tignor called for his third foul. So Deems using that muscle very, very effectively. Trying to clean up a three-point play here. Bobo to the bench. No good on the free throw. Powell boards it, and here comes Matthews.
Call it. I was like, give it to him.
Yep. Player control. Taking the charge was Darian Brooks. First foul on Matthews. Villanueva backing out, firing away, down! 3 balls straight away.
Keep shooting the ball, young fella.
74-50, Matthews dumps it. Short on the J. Tries to run it down, but it goes to Deems. Snap it up the floor. Boom!
Get you one and two, Anderson. Okay, I like it.
.52. Look out, Powell. Here's another one, but Villanueva's pass picked off. Anderson would have had another cram there. Layup sweetly done. Right side, left hand, 2 for Brown. 2.5 to go. Villanueva drives it strong and sweetly lays it home. Powell has the layup as both teams are trading buckets now, 78-54. So Rashad Brown picks up the foul. So the second Tignor comes onto the floor. They're both out there. Also Carpenter on the floor for Grant. A miss at the line by Villanueva. Carpenter rebounds. foul, a grab by Brooks. I believe he's fouled out, but my arithmetic could be wrong.
That might be the one. I think they're giving them the 5 foul signal, and they just get him immediately out.
Okay, Tignor free throw. Pair of free throws. 80-54. Deep J buried from out there. He was out there a mile, Darian Brooks. Haley, air ball short. Run down by Powell with 1:19 to go. Shot clock violation, turnover Grant. Less than a minute remaining here in what will become Grant's 21st victory of the season. Jump shot on the way, missed by Anderson. Charged through traffic, and Haley lays it home. .52-57, Anderson fouled on the drive, trying to cram it again. So he'll go to the line, shoot 2. That is his 10th point. 2 for 3 from the stripe. For 4. Haley the rebound, 20 seconds. Let's see what the Pacers do with it here, sitting on top of an 82-58 lead. Backs out, and they're going to let this one wind on down until it shows all zeros. And there it is. A resounding victory for the Grant High Pacers, 82-58. They improved now to 21-5 on the season, 9-2 in league. Should say 9-3 in league, while River City gallantly meets the opposition but falls to 6-19 overall and 2-10 in league play. Stay with us. When we return, Lauren Goodman will be chatting with our players of the game and perhaps even the winning coach. Stay with us.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
Hi, I'm Lourdes Stefan, host of Univision's Sal y Pimienta. Cancer doesn't just change the way you feel, it changes the way you look. From losing your hair, even your eyebrows, to changes in your skin and nails, cancer treatment can rob you of your confidence and self-esteem. But Look Good, Feel Better changes all that. More than 800,000 women have learned how to address the appearing side effects of cancer treatment through our workshops. Visit lookgoodfeelbetter.org to find a free workshop near you. Let Look Good, Feel Better help you feel like you again.
They'll test you. Try to break your will. But however loud the loudness gets, however many cheese puffs may fly, you're the driver, the one in control. Stand firm. Just wait. And move only when you hear the click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
The verdict is in and the decision is final this evening in Del Paso Heights. Here at Grant High School in the nightcap of our twin bill, Grant rolling to its 21st victory decisively over River City by a final score of 82-58. We have selected our players of the game and we'll present those to you now. For the River City Raiders, an outstanding performance by sophomore guard Seth Villanueva, 17 points, including a couple of late three balls. And for the Grant Pacers, nothing new there. Sharpshooting A.J. McGee chipping in with 20 to secure the game-high honors. Lauren Goodman is standing by with our players of the game. Goody?
Well, Will, it's still rocking down here on the floor level. The band is cracking. But I got the two players of the game, one for River City, one for the Pacers. And I'm going to start here for River City. Seth, you came out really, really strong. 20 points tonight. Shot was going in, 4 threes. How does the ball feel when you're knocking down threes like that?
The offense feels, it's very good. All of my teammates are moving. They're helping me get my shots. And when I'm hitting, coach just allows me to have the offense around me.
Now, you had a big fourth quarter, 15 points in the fourth quarter. What was your focus like to continue to play regardless of what the score was?
I think it was just the seniors. It's their last game of the season. I'm not going to play with them again. And they just told me, go do your thing, because they knew I was hitting, and I just wanted to cut down the lead.
Now, I know you guys have had a tough season moving into the Metro, but can you just tell me something special about this team that probably everybody else in the city doesn't know?
I think we're going to put River City back on the map. We're going to show people that we actually have talent and that next year is going to be a big year for us.
Well, congratulations on the big 20 points and being our player of the game. Now, still rocking down here, I'm with A.J. McGee. You had a big senior night, 20 points for yourself, came out scoring. What was going for you offensively?
I was just trying to play in the flow of the game. My teammates was getting it to me in my spots where I'm comfortable, so I was just able to knock my shots down. I got going early. In the second half, I slowed down a little bit. I couldn't really get it to go in the second half, but I'm just glad that we can come out with the win on my senior night.
Now, you guys had some big games all season long. Can you just talk to me about your senior group? You guys had an emotional senior night coming out to start the game, having your 5 seniors start with you. How did that feel tonight?
It felt great. I love this group of guys. I feel like this is the best group of guys I play with. My whole 4 years, the love on this team is just different, and it was just great to share this night with my other 4 seniors and come out with them and get this win.
Now, AJ, since you've been here, you've been really just making statements, playing big in big-time games, and you know your season's not over. You're about to make a playoff run. You're really in the conversation of Player of the Year this year. What type of statement do you want to make now going forward as your team is getting focused for the playoffs?
I just want to make the statement that we the real deal with nothing to play with. So we got a high seed going into the playoffs. I'm ready to make this playoff run and get a ring on my finger, hopefully a couple rings.
Congratulations again on being our player of the game, AJ. Now I'm here with the leader, the big dog, Wilson. Coach, your team came out and played really, really well tonight. Obviously, tonight was all about the seniors. Can you really just talk to me about this senior group that you have?
Well, this is a special group, obviously led by AJ. Whenever you have a point guard, a leader that's been in the program for 4 years, he knows what's required. He knows what the program takes. And these are always those trap games. Obviously, River City is not one of the top 3 teams in our league, so it's easy to get comfortable, even though I think one of our leagues is one of the best leagues in the section. So, I'm proud of the guys that came in. They didn't get, the moment wasn't too big. They weren't overly excited, but we were still able to get it done.
Now, Coach, you guys came in, started the seniors, but you had a scary group come off the bench. 5 underclassmen that are going to return that really kept the weight. Players like Brown playing big off the bench, young freshmen, sophomores stepping up, Matthews playing really well. How important is it for those young players to see the seniors have a successful night like they did tonight and in the playoff run that they're about to have?
Well, it's real fortunate because some of those underclassmen that came off the bench aren't really upperclassmen. You got Yerger coming off the bench, who he might be a junior, but he's no doubt one of the leaders of the program. Also, we had other underclassmen come off the bench. You got young Jordan Bobo, but you can't teach 6'7", 6'8". So and those guys. The one thing about the seniors, they lead by example. So when those younger guys got a chance to come in, they were poised and ready to go.
Now, Coach, I got you locked in at the 7th spot. I think you guys are extremely well. Going to get a high seed in Division II. What do you feel like it's going to take for you guys to get to that championship threshold again as you guys get started for this playoffs?
Well, I'm praying that we don't get a 7th spot, number 1. We've been at the number 2 spot all year. But, this is a hard gym to come play in. So if we get a top 4 seed, I'm always comfortable because I know any team that has to come in here, it's going to be a long night for them. So, we're poised. We're ready to go. That's what also makes these games tough is the guys are old enough now, especially with those 5 seniors, that when it gets to this point of the year, they're ready for the playoffs. So they're kind of bored with the monotony of the regular season, and they're ready to go.
Well, Coach, your team looked really well and really locked in today. Congratulations on the win, and I know you guys are going to have a long playoff run, Coach.
Thanks. Look forward to seeing you.
Will.
Thanks, Goody. Yes, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with, as they say. Boy, what a group they have. Star power galore, and they got the size, they got the reach, and they're going to be tough to stop, whoever has to square off with them. We're going to come back after this short break, and Goody and I are going to wrap it up for you.
Bye-bye.
Hi. Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help. You were probably gonna turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right.
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on him.
Well, a double dip tonight for Grant High as the Pacers take 2. The girls prevailing in a big way in the front end of our doubleheader, and in the nightcap, the boys. An identically overpowering, dominating performance for their victory as they stop the River City Raiders by a score of 82-58. Goody, lots to talk about with Grant, but let's take a look at the final numbers compiled by Dave Larson, and that's going to tell part of the tale.
Yeah, you can't win any varsity game shooting 27% from the field. The free throws, again, is something that stands out to me for Grant. They got to do better than 45% from the three-point line, 11 for 24 on the night. Just cannot happen. The rebounding edge kind of got balanced out in the second half. River City was aggressive to the boards and increasing that. And then always a key note for the Pacers when they're under 15 turnovers. 13 right on the mark. I think for them to play at the next level and to have longevity in the playoffs, I think they're going to have to take care of the basketball. I don't care if they play home, neutral site, or on the road. They have to take care of the basketball better and make free throws. That's what championship teams do.
Well said, Goody. A particularly impressive performance tonight for the Pacers, notching their 21st win. You heard Coach Wilson. They're looking forward to the upcoming playoffs, as we are. And I can tell you this, that the seedings are going to be set tomorrow. The brackets will be filled, and we will be making our selection because next Tuesday we'll be coming at you with a very specially selected opening rounder for you. It'll be a 7 p.m. telecast upcoming, and you won't want to miss it because playoff time is a whole lot different than the regular season.
I'm expecting us to do 3 great games in a row. Selection Saturday is tomorrow, so we'll find out where, after all the dust settles, where everybody will land. It's going to give you all 5 divisions, and it should be exciting. I can't wait until Tuesday. We're going to keep it a secret if it's going to be boys or girls, but Tuesday's going to be another exciting night where we get to dive into some high school basketball.
That's right, because secrets are part of the local trend. But the 18th is our playoff opener. Stay tuned. We'll let you know when we pick them. So that's the way it shakes out tonight from the Pacer Pavilion on the campus of Grant High School in Access Sacramento's hometown sports games of the week. A doubleheader sweep for the Grant High Pacers. The boys taking home an 82-58 first prize. Many thanks to girls head coach Michelle McCauley for assisting us with our broadcast arrangements. And my compliments, as always, to our dynamite broadcast crew. Director Nick Dunn, my pal here, bumping my elbow, Lauren Goodman. Thanks to Dave Larson and his statistics. And we thank you for joining us. And as always, look forward to the next occasion when we can cross your path. I'm Will James. Thanks for joining us. So long, everyone.
This program from Access Sacramento's Hometown Sports Game of the Week is available for purchase on DVD. For more information, call Access Sacramento 916-456-8600, extension 0. This has been a Hometown Sports Game of the Week broadcast from Access Sacramento. Major underwriting support this season for Hometown Sports Game of the Week on Access Sacramento is provided by the Sacramento Metropolitan Cable Television Commission. Access Sacramento also thanks Sharif Jewelers, fine jewelers since 1932. Sharif Jewelers, a longtime sponsor of community television. And Folsom Lake Honda, a proud sponsor of Access Sacramento's Hometown TV and Game of the Week, and a partner in our community, Folsom Lake Honda.